All right, January the 9th. Look at us rocking and rolling through 2024. Um, the link to this is below. This particular message today really hit me, and I'm sure it's going to hit somebody that's watching this who has been dancing around the table for a while. Gonna do something, fixing to. I've got a sign that's behind me in some of my Zoom meetings that says fixing to, just because that's what we say down here in the South. But y'all, fixing to will get you in a lot of trouble. This says, don't worry about all the steps. Just begin. So I had a friend message me the other day and said, how are you making all this money with all these like little classes that you're teaching and all these different workbooks? And she says, how are you doing it all? And I'm like, I don't know. I just see something cool and I try it. And the things that work, I publish them. And then if it doesn't, I scratch it and then I just go off and do something else. And she's like, yeah, but how do you know that if it's going to work? I'm like, I don't. I just do it. And then when it works, I do it again and I tweak it and just keep on going. That's how companies are born. That's how success is made. That's how it happens. The Holy Spirit will give you a little nudge or a little hint or something to do, and it's your job just to do it. Okay? All right, so done preaching. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Have you ever run a marathon? Me neither. Bob Goff says he has it. I ran one time when I was 40 years old. I did a 5K, checked it off my list. Give me my T-shirt. I am done. I really wanted to learn how to run, like be a runner. That's not me. My son is a runner, or he was a runner. He's in college now. I have some friends who have done it. I've learned a lot about life from what they experienced. They say that they feel like their bodies are going to shut down at multiple points in the race, so they keep moving when they stop by tables with water or orange slices. Some say they get a little delusional at certain points and sometimes feel an unexplainable sense of euphoria. All the friends I've asked say they couldn't think too far ahead when they felt like they were falling apart. In other words, they couldn't think about mile 22 when they were running mile 21 because it was just too overwhelming. They had to focus on putting one foot in front of the other and repeating this until they finally crossed the finish line. I think the same is true for most of us when we start a new project or pivot to a new direction in our lives. We can do our best to plan and train, but once we're in the race, all we can do is be present in the moment. We won't know what needs to happen at mile 22 until we get there. Some people delight in this. Most spend too much energy feeling anxious about a mile marker they haven't yet arrived at. Does that sound like you? Usually the things we worry about most often don't happen anyway. We fear there will be disaster, only to find balloons when we arrive. Take heart. If we're diligent and thoughtful each step of the way, we don't have to fret over contingencies down the road. Don't worry about what may or may not happen. Stick by Jesus and trust He will work it all out in the end. What's your next step and when will you take it? So this week, I am in a private coaching group called Makers. And if you're growing a business, it's a group where you need to be. I guarantee you've spent more money on training and coaching and development and systems. I guarantee you've spent more money on that in your business, but you'll get more value out of being in this group with us. So send me a message if you want to be in Makers. But this week is coaching week for Makers. So the 3 or 4 people that are the most successful people that I personally know, like I know these people, they are doing coaching one-on-one in the group when you jump on and get in their StreamYard room. And what I watched yesterday was nothing short of miraculous. I mean, they took this Christian dad who is developing a community and developing a company and basically planned out his content for the year, y'all, for the year. And then they released all of their templates. I have access now to almost 200 Canva templates that I'm going to be able to turn into social media posts. That right there is worth what I paid to be in this group. So if you're hesitant about whatever you're doing next, just jump. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money. Do your research and find the people that are 5 or 6 years ahead of you and go do what they're doing and follow what they're doing. Whether it's spiritually, in business, in life, in family situation. Like one lady that I was talking to the other day, she just got up alongside this other lady at church who has grown kids with kids all the way down to a middle schooler. And she said, I need some mentoring. I need to pick your brain. I've got kids that stretch too, and I'm struggling. If you're struggling, pull up next to somebody that's doing it well. And if they're truly successful, they're going to have a teaching spirit, and they're going to have a giving heart. And they will want to help you by giving of themselves. So I'm happy to help. I'm not light years ahead of a lot of you, but God has allowed me to be in a position where I'm doing pretty good. I'll be speaking at a ladies' event on February the 1st at the local Chamber of Commerce here. So I'm super excited about that. So if you'd be in prayer about that, I would appreciate it. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope this challenged you. I hope it was of value. I hope it was valuable enough for you to share this with someone on your feed and your timeline, or tag a friend below. And I will see you all tomorrow. In the meantime, go mail some joy.